10-yard line. The toss, McGowan for the end zone, did not get in. A goal line stand by Minnesota.
They're going to call it clip, I believe, on Orlando, and Minnesota will not take this play. I think they'll just, there it is.
Alvin Ashley
clip
on the stop, the clip against Orlando. So the Pike shows us something here. 42-6 the score. And
we have
Perry
a crackback on 21 offense. Decline, first down, Minnesota.
Unable to get it into the end zone is Orlando. Minnesota with a goal line stand, displaying a bit of character.
The clip right a second ago, but he did not get in anyway.
Coming to the near side is McGowan, and tripped up, and may have been part of his own player too, a mock field that he ran over. On first down, Foggy fires, gets a little bit of breathing room, close to the 10-yard line. 8 on the play. Eric Jennings hauls in his first pass of this football game in the third quarter. Foggy now, his numbers will look better tomorrow morning, Fran. That's his 9th completion of this game.
Well, the guy that's been silent is Reggie Brown.
Yep.
We haven't mentioned his name hardly at all. 2 receptions.
For 17 yards. Jennings in motion. Foggy throws off his back foot and throws it out of the end zone, or tries to. And that was 10 yards past the closest receiver. Orlando had that man, and Ashley double covered. There was no chance he was going to catch that pass. So third down now, 3rd and short, needing a couple of yards for Foggy. The suspense in this game, how close can Minnesota make it? And Orlando with a series of records on the line. Perry Moss with his 200th win. O'Hara, perhaps on the next series, will set the all-time single-season passing mark for yardage. All right, going to take place in the 3rd. The pass is complete for a first down. Tough catch made by Eric Jennings, and he paid a price. Chris Barber really let him have it after the catch.
Chris Barber played for the Cincinnati Bengals, and he had 3 years, and he needed to get his 4th year in for his retirement, and he came down to Tampa, made it for that one year, and so he got his 4th year, and he was really excited about that. But I first came across him at Cincinnati. He played for me there, and then next year is when he went back and played for the Bucks.
1st and 10 for Minnesota, trailing. It's like a fish swimming upstream. 42-6. Inside handoff off that trap. That's a nice looking inside counter, isn't it?
Yes, it's really like a delayed, almost like a draw play.
Carried out by Norman Brown out of San Jose State.
It's kind of difficult because one linebacker is really eyeballing the fullback. You have to have somebody go block the Jill linebacker, or else he runs himself out of there. But he's the one that's assigned to tackle the fullback.
Gain of 6 on the play. Kevin Wolfhook now in the backfield. Jennings in motion, and Foggy gunning. He has about open, and he missed it. Ashley had a stride, it appeared, on Corus Irvin. There's an injured Minnesota player too, and Big Roosevelt Nix shaken up. He says that he's all right, back to his feet. And with a pause in the action, we'll return after this from Discount Auto Parts. Yes, a good time had by all this evening in the Orlando Arena, except perhaps Ricky Foggy, quarterback of some distinction for Minnesota. Tonight, warming up in the second half, he has completed 10 passes now, nearing 80 yards. 10 of 22, though. We're in the third quarter late. Third down, as you see. Foggy scrambling. Foggy floating, and it's incomplete, intended Reggie Brown, and he was very well covered.
That's his strength, is to run around, get all over the field, try to find somebody open. But the field's not wide enough, Mr. Foggy. You got to get back in the pocket and throw on rhythm.
Just trying to find somebody running free in that secondary, and right behind Reggie Brown there. Another field goal try. This of 44 yards. Ty Stewart has nailed 2 tonight, one of 26, the other of 56. He is 2 for 5. Bad snap. The spot is there. The kick is wide left. Taken by Wagner. Cuts back. Now on his feet at the 15. Spinning to the 18-yard line. Wolfhook on the stop following that 24-yard return. Kind of like the rock opera Tommy. How do you think he does it? I don't know. How can he be so good?
Yeah, he is good. Now, no doubt about that.
The Predators, who are very good tonight, are back in this jungle Friday, July 19th. That's next week. And as the commissioner said, it's the Tampa Bay Storm and always a special game. Get your tickets now at the Arena box office or call Ticketmaster 839-3900 area code 407. A lot of new area codes in Florida.
Yes,
you notice that?
yes.
You can't call anywhere. You need 3 numbers. I am totally confused. O'Hara bumped. The pass rush got to him. That pass rush just shoved his own blockers into it. Guy Howard did a good job of getting upfield, didn't he?
Amazing how they came off the ball and knocked each other down there. I'm going to see how they did this. He's going to call pushing against the defense, which is a good call there because he really just about tackled him as he came off the ball.
30 defense, 3 yards, automatic first down.
It's so difficult on those defensive backs, though. Here's O'Hara. He's getting ready to throw the ball over there now. You'll see it barely on the side of your screen there. You can hardly see it. Somebody tackling the receiver.
That is the 4th major infraction tonight by the secondary of Minnesota against Orlando's fabulous skill players. Wagner included. Ahmad Field has been solid. Jeff Parker, 2. Downfield for Wagner. Touchdown! Touchdown number 6. A 6-pack for Barry.
And that breaks the record for the most yards in one season and gets him one more touchdown closer to the 50. And I'll tell you, this team here needs a break. I mean, this team has come so close to winning championships. All they're trying to do is get in there and show what they can do. And the good news maybe for Perry Moss is the championship certainly won't be played here. It'll probably be played somewhere else.
Wagner, as you said, Coach, with his 6th TD. And there with this touchdown pass, Pat O'Hara becomes the all-time single-season passing leader in the history of the Predator franchise. 198 yards through the air tonight, 20 yards more than he needed. The extra point is good, and that's the 41st touchdown pass of the year for O'Hara. Congratulations about him. What a year he has turned in. Not only did he fill Ben's shoes, he needs an extra size.
It's back in the pocket, and boy, is he getting good protection. I mean, you got to put some pressure on these quarterbacks. They're just too good. He lays that ball up knowing that Wagner's going to find a way to come up with it, and he does. And he knows where the end zone is, and he does that too.
Wagner, 168 receiving yards, all but 30 of the passing yards tonight turned in by O'Hara. O'Hara to Wagner on this Friday night in Orlando in July. This is a night really for the ages of this franchise, isn't it? This will be a night that we'll be talking about for years to come.
Yeah, they need to just have a blowout here, and they're doing it, of course. And I just like the way he's over there. O'Hara and Barry are talking to each other and saying what they have to do. He knows he's going to throw the ball up. He's, I'll go get it if you throw it up somewhere close to those receivers.
And he certainly went and got it. Bauman with 7 extra points tonight. 8 kickoffs. Had to put his foot on the ball 15 times in this game as Charlie Bauman. O'Hara gets his mark. Wagner perhaps on the way to still another record. And Perry Moss ever closer to the 200 win threshold, and this team might get its 6th victory. has to be very rewarding for him, as you see Brad Lebo, recently acquired, claimed this week, not activated. Last week wasn't activated. This week is. Boggy throwing. Brown in the snare. Another flag down. And the clock stopped with 36 seconds remaining in the third. Paul McGowan was in on the stop. It's been a busy night for Wes Fritz, our referee.
Yep. Yep. They like to keep the game moving. They don't want those flags.
Defense. 65 is too wide. It's declined. Place there.
Old Drake's, you know, Drake's always has a mistake or two a game. First he didn't put his hand up as a tight end. Now he's too wide. I mean, he's too experienced for that.
He has to stay on the outside shoulders of pass rusher down defensive lineman. Get outside the tackle. Boggy throws it, picked up by Barber. Barber at the 10. Barber down to the 6-yard line. The third turnover tonight claimed by Orlando. 2 by Barber, who's had a sensational game.
That was a bump and run defense. Chris Barber, again, NFL experience. He jumped up on that receiver and he bumped him and ran right with him when the ball was thrown. He just jumped in front of it. I mean, you can't play it any better than that. He throws out. Boggy makes the mistake of really picking on Barber. That's the wrong guy to pick on. He times it perfectly. And boy, I'll tell you, that's a big game changer.
And with the third quarter coming to an end, a rather loud ovation for the Preds, who will have a new quarterback in the lineup to replace O'Hara. When we return, it'll be Brad Lebo in his debut for Orlando. Arena League football, live on Sunshine Network. The Iron Man himself, Barry Wagner, has been outstanding tonight, scoring 6 times. Quarterback Pat O'Hara has become the all-time single-season passing leader with 4 touchdowns, and now he gives way to newcomer Brad Lebo. This is Brad's very first snap. He hands the ball to Jeff Parker. He throws a block, and Parker into the end zone for a touchdown. Just like it's brought up.
And what a block Lebo made. What do you see this block that he comes back and picks off the guy, the most threatening person?
Into the end zone is Jeff Parker. Nothing was open on the right side, and Ray Yock knows it. And when Parker just improvised and scrambled back to the near left side, Lebo, you're right, Fran, he sticks his nose in there.
Watch Lebo come back here. You'll see him pick this guy off right there. Watch him. Bingo. That's Lebo, the quarterback, making that sensational block that turns him loose for the touchdown.
Jeff Parker scoring his 4th touchdown of the year. His first tonight. And Bauman, let's put a feather in his cap. He has 8 separate PATs tonight and as many tries does Bauman. And the score now, 56-6, Orlando.
You know who they are. You've watched them on TV. Now see them up close and real. Central Florida's most exciting dinner show, the American Gladiators Orlando Live. 90 pulsating minutes of high energy, bigger than life, power-packed action. TV's hottest stars battling right before your eyes in the world's only Gladiator Arena. They're tough, they're exciting, they're live, and they're waiting for you. American Gladiators Orlando Live. Call 1-800-BATTLE-4.
Dodge Ram is #1 in resale versus Ford, Chevy, and GMC. #1 in horsepower. #1 in torque. Even #1 in payload and overall power. In fact, Dodge Ram is #1 in more categories than any full-size pickup. So it should come as no surprise that across America, Dodge pickups are #1 in sales growth. Now get up to $570 in savings on the hottest truck on the road today, Dodge Ram.
Fans of all ages tonight enjoying the Predators and the Fighting Pike. 56-6. A real thumping, to say the least. Charlie Bauman, to put it away before 15,107. Officially in the house. It bounded through the end zone. Touchback, the ruling. And Minnesota will have the football. We remind you once again, group tickets still available for both remaining Predator home games, and that also includes Tampa Bay next week. Call 87 Arena now for more information.
You better call fast because there's not going to be many tickets left. I was just saying the ball skipped and hit the end zone first, but would have gone deep outside. It goes back to the 20.
So following this game, Fran, 2 here at home and a dangerous trip to Florida.
Yep, we'll be there.
West Palm Beach. Florida is getting better. Powell caught. Brown with a good move to get to midfield. And then Parker drives him into the, Barber rather drives him into the boards, and Parker's there too. That is, though, for Brown, only his 4th reception of this football game.
Did I hear you say on the break that Foggy has more completions than O'Hara?
He does now. He has 12, and Pat has 11, but it took him 10 more attempts.
Yeah. Plus, they aren't very long either.
Foggy looking for still another. Good snap there. Good catch. The snare by Brown. The receiver hand just curled to the middle of the field in what has to be a tough catch and made the play.
And Barber was going for the interception, and he was going to pick that thing off. He could.
It's a nice grab. Like to have held on to his feet. For Minnesota, they have to play Texas next week. Then they finish up on the road. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Getting a hand out of Corus Irvin. The pass intended for Brown. Only one more home game this year, friend, for Minnesota. It's against their sister expansion franchise in Texas. And then 2 very tough games, especially the week after they have to go out and play San Jose, who, much like Orlando, is fighting for a playoff spot.
They've got to really try to just hang in there this year, though, and just get themselves together, and they'll be a lot better next year. They'll know what to do. In fact, the whole league has really gotten from top to bottom pretty strong. There's no real dominant team in there. Tampa's good, Phoenix is good, but they're not dominating the league.
Foggy stumbles coming away from center, snaps it over the end zone. It's batted away again. Barber has been the most dominant player defensively tonight.
He really is. I mean, the guy is just so good. They're picking on the wrong guy when they pick on him, and I'm sure when people look at films across the league, they'll find ways to try to get him out of position and pass to somebody else because he's too good.
Barber for Bennett. Unconditionally, the trade was made, and it certainly has worked out to Orlando's favor, I would think.
And Field, too, you know. He's done a good job, too, but, boy, the Barber thing alone makes it all worthwhile. There he is right there. He's an intense person. You know, when he runs laps, he's always first. When he runs sprints, he'll be running till the last guy goes. He just does all the little things that are so important.
Foggy with the flag down. Overthrows Brown. It's a flag lying back at the 2-yard line, right at the feet of a fallen Alvin Ashley. So Wes Fritz, the referee, as Brown was open in the back of the end zone, says Orlando was holding. That'll be a first down. First down for Minnesota, who's yet to register a touchdown in this game. Just 2 Stewart field goals, all they have offensively.
Defense, 3 yards, automatic first down.
Even Wes Fritz knows it's important. Perry, you wouldn't think, Perry, get a little excited there, fella, you're winning. Perry is so intense. I mean, his mind is already thinking about this week's practice, getting ready for Tampa.
First down, the ball spotted inside the Orlando 10-yard line. 3-step drop, and it's batted away at the line of scrimmage. Oh, just taking everybody down, Webby Burnett. He hit the ball with his hand and then yanked the quarterback down with it. Hey, Webby, surging across the line of scrimmage. Fine defensive effort there. She gets a hand on the ball, and the quarterback, too. That's like having your cake and eating it, too, isn't it?
Oh, he's been around a while. He's such a great guy, too, to talk to. You know, he's just a friendly, good guy.
Well, unfriendly there, though, toward Foggy. Going at it with Roosevelt Nix. That's no day at the park. Nix 6'7", 330, and an NFL veteran. For the end zone, batted away again. Some contact there. Lassane said, hey, I was interfered with by Corus Irvin. No flag. Lassane was hoping for a better return to his native state of Florida.
You know, this Corus Irvin's playing pretty well, too. He's made some big plays tonight. I tell you, with the addition of these two guys, they're solid in the secondary. Could use a little better pass rush. It's been better tonight, but you got to keep working like the Dickens on that. And you got secondary guys like this, you can become dominant again. And they are dominant. They're going to get back to where they play, know how to play football.
Corus Irvin, of course, played at the University of Central Florida. Again for the end zone, finally a touchdown. It was a matter of time, and it's Bruce Lassane, the former Seminole, on the receiving end. But a flag has been thrown once again. And what is a penalty-filled evening.
Yeah, but it's going to be after the touchdown. I think it's throwing the ball really at Chris Barber, I think, is unintentional. But they'll give him the touchdown, then they'll penalize him after the kickoff. Let's hear what the official says.
We have a touchdown. After the score, we have an unsportsmanlike penalty on 21, spiking the ball at the defensive man's feet in an unsportsmanlike manner. It will be enforced on the play after the kickoff.
We knew that, didn't we?
Pretty well explained. Just echoing what you said. And I think that is a reflection of the frustration that Bruce Lassane feels in this football game. Held there just his third reception of the night. And his first catch of the second half.
It looks like they might be going for two.
Well, that's always important. That might make it 56-14. You do the math. I guess on those coaches' charts, Frank, and you had them as well.
Golly.
Would you think there would be on the chart 56-12, go for two?
I'd say not go for field goals, go for touchdowns.
What does it say? Chart says go for two, Coach. Okay, go for two. He throws. Yes or no? You make the call. It was picked off by Chris Barber. Intended for Reggie Brown. So chart or no chart. Ball belongs to Orlando, who will also benefit from the penalty which will ensue. Nice hat. For the fifth time this season, Orlando has scored 50 or more points, equaling tonight its season high with 56. The second time this year it has scored 56. Ty Stewart set to boot it away in a 56-12 rout by Orlando. Deep to receive, Ahmad Field.
They're anticipating an onside kick, Orlando is, but they didn't do it.
Minnesota's kind of against the grain this evening. That's off the post. Picked up by Parker in his own end zone, and it'll be dropped, and it'll be brought out to the 5-yard line.
Smart play there. He had a chance to come out. He knew if he got out, he was going to get the ball on about the 1-yard line, so he just made sure he got tackled in the end zone.
Our AT&T True Connection touchdown pass for this game brought to you by AT&T, your true connection. And it was, of course, in the third quarter. The all-time single-season passing record set by O'Hara. And he found the Wags. Barry Wagner for Barry's 6th touchdown of the night. Our AT&T True Connection, O'Hara to Wagner.
They exercised the penalty that we talked about, the unnecessary roughness there, and so they're going to unsportsmanlike conduct, and so they're going to get the penalty out.
Lebo throws. That wasn't pretty. That's his first incomplete here tonight, right through the hands. The intended receiver, Alex Shell. A little bit more about Brad Lebo. He played for Amsterdam this summer in the World League. And last year was with the Charlotte Rage. Mike New, a rookie quarterback, deactivated now. And Brad with more experience. He's 26 years old, out of the University of Montana. Signed to